Hey guys and gals, I hope you can hear me over the wind okay. Beautiful sunset, but I'm going to try and hurry up and shoot this because I'm losing light, obviously. It just dawned on me, I've had my Dodge Ram 2500 for, well, about a month now. So I figured, probably give you guys an update, now that I've been driving it for about a month. How I'm liking it, what I like, what I don't like about it, that kind of stuff. Really haven't done any customizations or anything really to it. I've just been driving it. So, start off and give you a look under the hood. First, one of the things I like about it and don't like about it at the same time, that beautiful 6.7 Cummins. But I don't like all the emissions BS. Too many moving parts, too many components. But still a good engine overall, I think. So there's that. Moving into the truck, of course, the Dodge Ram beers. Really haven't had any problems with these. I like them. That, the little trailer mirror, convex mirror, kind of had to get used to its placement there, but that's okay. Nothing too wrong with it. My truck is the Laramie package, so I didn't realize that I actually had the power folding mirrors for about like 2 weeks, and I bumped the button one night and the mirrors folded in on themselves. I'm like, oh, cool. So, but yeah, power folding mirrors, of course, windows, power locks, all that fun jazz. I'm pretty sure you guys know these trucks by now. Heated and, I guess, circulated leather seats on the up front, basically heated, cooled, and the back seats, the back outboard seats are heated. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I did finally fix the backup camera in this thing. It was literally just a loose connection. I unhooked the two connections, sprayed some cleaner, and snugged them back in, and have not had any problems at all with the reverse camera ever since. The bed camera, in case you guys were kind of curious. The instrument cluster, I said the inside, it is getting kind of dark, so forgive me. There is that. I'll give you guys a quick. I'll actually start it up, get some lights on, since the lights will show up a lot better now. Let's see, lights are on, fog lights are on, I'll kick the hazards. Roll it in the window, something like that. One of my big gripes about this truck, not a Medicab. I so wish it was. But the long bed's nice. Sorry guys, I forgot to kick on the cargo light so you could see that. Now let's get back in the truck. It's been a decent truck, honestly. I've been pretty impressed with it for the most part. The Uconnect on this truck is pretty good. I don't know if it's an issue with my Fold, I've got the Samsung Fold, Z Fold 4. I had the Z Fold 3, and I believe they both had the same problem. But with the Android Auto on this setup, navigation works just fine, but if I'm navigating, well, hell, if I'm plugged in directly into, using my tether cable, if I'm plugged into the USB port, and I'm running Android Auto, navigation is just fine. But if I'm playing music off of my phone, which I use Pi Music Player, I cannot seek with the steering wheel. Like if I want to skip a track or skip a song, sorry, I guess I'm old school, I have to do it through the phone, which I feel like kind of defeats the purpose. A lot of technology in this truck I've noticed. If you have this thing on auto and you set the temperature and you first start the truck, if the engine's cold, it actually will not run the blower motor because, I mean, if you're trying to heat the truck, you're not going to heat it with a cold engine because you got to wait for the coolant to heat up and everything else like that. It actually waits until it senses the engine warming up before it starts to crank up the blower. That way it's not blowing more cold air into an already cold truck. Just one of those things. Heated seat works pretty good. Heated steering wheel works amazing. I can't run that thing too long, actually, at least with bare hands, before I feel like I need to turn it off. The cooled seat works pretty good. I do enjoy the exhaust brake on this. It takes a little bit of getting used to if you haven't had a vehicle before with an exhaust brake, but it is really effective. So I do enjoy that. The parking sensors are a nice touch. Like I said, the backup camera on this thing's great. The creature comforts on this truck are nice. My main gripes about this truck, besides the whole Android Auto thing, come from, I can show you from within here. Besides it not being a mega cab. My main and the fuel economy, if you guys are curious on it's pretty good. I do have a bit of a I've been doing a lot more short in-town drives. Like short in-town drives, like drives that are long enough to let the truck warm up, but that's about it. But I do also try and get her on the interstate just to kind of stretch her legs a little bit, let the truck regen if it needs to regen. I haven't had any regen warning issues like that, but with with this truck being a 2018, by the time you get to these model years, the manufacturers have kind of figured out the after treatment system. So in my opinion, it's not bad. It's just, to me, it's just still too many moving parts. So fuel economy in this thing, especially with the colder weather and the fact I really haven't been getting on the highway much, if I'm on the highway, she'll get up to about 18. But if I'm in town, she's getting 10, 11, 12. A lot better than my Ford F-350 that I had for sure, and that was a gasser. But it's not bad. I've only had to put about maybe 3 gallons of diff fluid in here once, and I've probably put, probably 3,000 miles on the truck by now, I think. Probably only 1,000, because I picked it up with 115,000 miles on it. And like I said, I probably had to put maybe 3 gallons of diff, and I didn't even have to do that. Just my diff needle was in between half and 3/4, and I'm like, let's just fill it up just for shits and giggles. So I did. So there's that, fuel economy, diff usage. Anyway, back to my main gripes about the truck. This is a 2018. Highway speeds, I feel like it's noisier in this truck than I'd like it to be. If I'm at highway speeds, occasionally I'll get like a buzzing, like reverberation, like kind of like up here around the headliner. Gets kind of annoying. I feel like I get some wing noise, like not necessarily whistling through the door, but I feel like the doors just generate wing noise. So that gets annoying. It's not horrible, but again, for this being an 18, I feel like it should be better. My main gripe about this truck, and you guys can correct me if you wish, because like I said, I'm still learning about this truck. I don't know everything. I believe I got the 68 RFE. Again, this is a model year 2018. This transmission drives me nuts. It really does. I try and keep in mind I've got 116,000 miles on the truck. And I try and keep in mind my last 2 Dodge Rams with the diesels were 5.9s. One was a 12 valve, one was the Common Rail. The Common Rail was my 06 Mega Cab. I still miss the hell out of that truck. But both of those trucks were manual transmission. The 12 valve, obviously the 5-speed. The 06 was the 6-speed T56. This is the only Cummins, the only 6.7 I've had, and the only Cummins I've had with the automatic. Wish to God this thing was a standard. I know this model year you can get them with the manual, but if you get them with the manual, the engine's basically detuned, whatnot. I get that. My gripes about this truck, sometimes this thing like when it shifts, it's not like spill your coffee, but it'll kind of like kick you in the butt a little bit when it shifts. My main gripe about it, and I guess it's a common gripe, but it drives me up the flipping wall, especially with my in-town driving. If I'm between 30 and 40 miles an hour, yes, this thing has power. Like if I drop the, if I push to accelerate, it will accelerate. So it doesn't feel like I'm losing a gear. But it just feels so wishy-washy. Like it just feels like it's like in too high of a gear or something like that, because it just feels like it's not getting the power to the wheels that it should. And it's just in that range. It just feels weird. And sometimes at like my 60 to 70 mile an hour, it doesn't always happen, but I kind of feel like I'm getting like not so much a vibration, but like a weird reverberation, almost like a shudder. It's just kind of weird to describe it. It's not like shaking the truck or like a vibration. It's just a weird sensation. And I almost feel like it's from the transmission. I don't know. The way this thing shifts and, just the power transition, like my foot to the back, it feels kind of iffy sometimes. It feels like, the truck doesn't know what gear it wants, that kind of thing. It's just weird. That's the best way I can put it. It's weird. It's probably my biggest gripe about this truck. I feel like she's a good truck. Well, and just finances, prices, but whatever. Everybody can understand that. But my biggest gripe is just my driving experience is this dang transmission. It's just, I really wish it was a stick. But I prefer stick shift trucks. What can I say? So, yeah. Overall, like I said, though, it's a good truck. It's an impressive truck. I'm glad I have it. It's, it's like any other truck. It's got its weak points. That's for sure. But yeah, I had the truck for about a month, like I said. I do like the window tinting. The only thing is, seeing out of it at night, kind of a pain in the ass. I don't believe the window tinting up front is stock. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't feel like it's stock up here. But like I said, Laramie package, all that fun stuff. Good truck overall. Very few complaints other than what I've told you guys. So, it's got a lot of creature comforts, a lot of impressive technology going on in here. But that's pretty much my summary of it. I hope you guys are having a good day, week, night, whatever time it is, wherever you might happen to be. I'll catch you next time. Thanks.